Good afternoon, grade 10. Today, we're going to study about the different types of plate boundaries. In this topic, we're going to identify the three types of plate boundaries and understand the movement of each type of plate boundaries. To begin with, I wanted you to look at on your module and let us study all together what it's all about. If we're talking about the plate boundaries, these are the boundaries which is located in the lithosphere, and it divides the different islands or continent. So, studying the plate boundaries is important because along these boundaries, the formation of the lithosphere is happening. The formation, which means continuously changing. These geologic events have a great impact not only on the environment but also on us. There are three distinct plate boundaries. So, if you can look at on your module, we can say that the different types of plate boundaries are, number one, a divergent boundary, wherein plates move apart, creating a zone of tension, creating apart. Now, can you identify adjacent plates depicting divergent boundary? Let's move on to the next types of plate boundary. The second type is the convergent plate boundary. Convergent, which means two plates are moving toward each other. If divergent is two plates moving far apart from each other, convergent is the opposite. Two plates moving toward each other. Towards each other. The other one is moving apart from each other. So the third type is the transform fault boundary, wherein plates slide. It slides or grind past each other without diverging or converging. So, I'll repeat, divergent, the plates are moving apart from each other, and convergent, the two plates are moving toward each other. And the transform fault, they slide one another. Okay. Now, if you look at on the illustrations from your module, you can see the movement. The arrow shows divergent plate boundary. The second, the arrow shows moving towards each other, and the convergent. And letter C, the transform fault boundary, wherein they are sliding to each other. Okay? Now, if we're going to perform an activity about convergent, now the title of the activity could be head-on collision. Collision. It's because they move towards each other. Okay? Say for example, a plate, if I will be having a bond paper, I wanted you to get a bond paper, and then you put it on a place, a flat place, and then you move it towards the center. So that is convergent, and you can find it out that the paper, as you can see, the paper is squeezed towards the center, forming a mountain. It could be a mountain or a hill. So it's no longer flat like before. They move toward each other. Then we call it head-on collision. Now, if the crust or on the lithosphere we have this already, the mountains. Let me just say the mountains, the hills. And then there will be divergent movement of the boundaries. Then it will be moving far apart. As you can see from the illustrations of this plate kapon band, then it's already flat. Okay? So, I wanted you to do the same activity so that you can see by yourself that it can be a head-on collision that forms mountains. That is what we call convergence. Now, on the formations of the Philippine archipelago, many parts of the Philippines originated from oceanic convergence. Oceanic. And that's the end of our topic. Until next